guys, I'm once again reading this book called Billionaire Boy by David Walliams. I used to call David Walliams William, his last name Williams, but now after I watched the show called BGT, Britain's Got Talent, and the judges is Simon, Alicia, Amanda, and David. And that's David Walliams. He's one of my favorite authors. At first, I didn't know that David Walliams was the judge on Britain's Got Talent. I just know that maybe this is David, a different David than Britain's Got Talent. But turns out, they are the same David. And I know that they're the same David after I see his face in one of his books, here called Awful Auntie. Here is his face in this book once again I saw, and his David Walliams. I love reading his books. And here's my bookshelf. Here's just a corner of my bookshelf. And I had some of David Walliams' books. And right now, I made this video to show you some of David Walliams' book. And I will show you in just a second. And also, this video is about some book review of one of the most interesting of David Walliams' books. And I love reading them. Alright, I will show you the first book of David Walliams that I got is this book called Demon Dentist. This book is really scary. Demon Dentist, and as you can guess by the title, Demon Dentist, this is a demon dentist. Well, she is a dentist, but she's a monster, and she just takes out children's teeth without their permission. Like, I remember this little kid. This story is all about this kid. I think I read this book a few times, but I don't remember this boy's name. But this boy, his teeth are all very bad. And this demon dentist took all of his teeth away. Well, this book is quite a horror story, but I just love reading David Walliams' book. They're both horror and both funny at the same time. So here, beware, this is a horror story with quite a lot of made-up words. So this is a horror story, but sometimes it's pretty funny with some funny situation between this boy and the demon dentist fight each other. So if you love horror story, this book is excellent for you. So here is Demon Dentist. Alright, next book. The second book I got by David Walliams is Bad Dad. I think Bad Dad is very emotional. Here's the word Bad Dad. I remember Bad Dad has a cover, but because when I bought it, it's a used book. And they used it before, so there are no cover. So here's Bad Dad by David Walliams. This book is mostly about a dad. Well, this dad isn't bad. He just worked for bad people. So just to don't misunderstand this book. It's not about a very bad dad that left his child away. He's a very good dad, to be honest, and always be true to his son. And they both live very happily. At first, this dad is a racer, but after a race competition, he broke his leg, and that's why he got broke at that time. And that's where it turns out he have to work for bad people because he have a lot of rent money that he hasn't paid and some bill too. That's why this dad have to work for some bad people. But finally, he go to jail. And because he's not going to jail, you know, he hasn't done anything wrong. The police misunderstood him, and his son and the aunt fight for victory. So this is a very good book. It's very emotional, very funny. So Bad Dad. All David Walliams books are all very funny because David Walliams is a comedian. That's why all of David's books are all very funny. Sometimes they are emotional, sometimes funny, or sometimes can be a little bit scary, but trust me, all those books are children's books and they are suitable for you. I'm 12 years old and I still read these. It's so interesting. And you must read this. The next book is Rat Burger. This book is quite scary at the same time, but it's also a bit mysterious. Rat Burger. Well, just guess, what is Rat Burger? Is that the rat eat the burger, or just maybe the meat in the burger is made from rat meat? This is real, you know. This man, he sells a burger, and he just steal some rats, and because he didn't want to lose his money. If you make burger, you have to have some meat, or it can be a vegetarian burger. But this man, he used the rat meat to make burger, and he has scared a lot of customers away. And it's just about this girl Sue and her dad just fight for victory. And this man have to go in jail for some dirty food, rat burger. It's disgusting. So this rat burger is mysterious, scary, and funny. Rat burger. Same, this book doesn't have a cover, I just didn't know where I put it. Next book. Next book is Awful Auntie. Here's Awful Auntie. This book, Awful Auntie, is so interesting. It's all about this auntie who it is. She's such a killer. She kills many relatives. If you hear this, you may think it's a horror story, but actually no, it's a very good story, very emotional, about this little girl. It's her niece, and she fight for victory. Like, her niece's house is very big. It's a very rich family. And her aunt wants all the house. That's why she did every little silly thing to own the house. And she's a great thief. So Awful Auntie. It's very emotional because this little niece fights for victory on her own, even though she's just 10 years old. So it's very emotional sometimes. It's a little bit funny when the niece think of some silly jokes to get her aunt. It's very funny. So next book. I will review all of the book. Here is Gangster Granny. Gangster Granny and her son steals the queen crown. It's a really great book about thieves, and also very funny too, even though they are not some professional thieves, but they still steal them. But turns out the queen finds out, and the queen just put it as a secret. So Gangster Granny. Let's see the next book. Accidentally, when I bought these books, I have two the same book, Boy in the Dress, and here's the Boy in the Dress. They are the same, but the cover is different. At first, I didn't know them. I thought this is part 1 and part 2, but turns out this is the same book. So I just put them for decoration. The Boy in the Dress is mostly about this boy. He wore the dress, and he made his first true friend ever. So the Boy in the Dress. A really funny book. I think it's a very funny book for somebody that loves funny story. So the Boy in the Dress. Next, I got this book, which is Mr. Stink. Mr. Stink is mostly about this man. He's a traveler, but he is homeless, and he stinks a lot. And about this girl, she made friends with this man, and she she secretly hid this man in her house without her parents knowing. And when her parents found out, she's in real big trouble. So Mr. Stink, a really great book. This book is really emotional and really helpful. For me, sometime when I'm sad, I often read this book. This girl is really helpful and she's really kind. So Mr. Stink, of course. This man does stink. Next book. We got 2 more books by David Williams. No, I think just one more. Yes, one more book. This is the last book I got by David Williams. I don't have a lot of books by David Williams because I can't find them anywhere. So this is all the book I got by David Williams. This book is Billionaire Boy. He's really rich, from a really rich family. But because he's rich, his dad always sent him to a school for all rich students. And when it's birthday, he wishes to go to a normal school. And finally his wish come true. But he doesn't have any friend until he met his friend, a special friend, which really special to him. So about this boy, really rich, but doesn't have any friends at all. It must be really sad. Even though we're rich, it's our dream, but what if we don't have any friends? It must be really sad if we don't have any friends. So this is Billionaire Boy, a really emotional story, and it's really funny, and also quite emotional at the same time. This is all the books I got by David Williams, and it's all really good. Bad Dad, Demon Dentist, Rat Burger, Awful Auntie. Here's Gangster Granny, and I got 2 books by the Boy in the Dress, Mr. Stink, and finally Billionaire Boy. So here, this corner right here, are some of the books I got by David Williams. And I hope in the future I can get more books by him. So bye! Thanks for watching.